filmed this video yesterday, but unfortunately yesterday I was having the worst day of my entire life. I started trying to film when I had already dealt with several hours of watching a fountain pour from the ceiling in my bathroom and my fire alarms continuing to go off because the water somehow got into the wiring and I couldn't do anything about it. Got to the end of my day, I was like, great, time to film a video.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things.
If you're new here, my name is Maddie, by the way. Hi, sorry. No introduction in this video, I guess. The question that I get a lot in my DMs is just how to be confident. How do you gain your confidence? How did I get so confident? Give me those confident tips and tricks, mama. I feel like all of my videos sort of cover confidence in one way, shape, or form, but I figured, why not do a whole little thing about it and do you one better and give you how to be a hot girl. That's right, baby. We're breaking down how to be the it girl. How to be that bitch. How to be the baddest bitch. But before I get into the video, let's introduce the sponsor. The sponsor of today's video is Beducated. Beducated is an online course platform that has video, audio, and written guides, all with the intention of helping to level up your love and sex life. So everyone has had a different experience with sex education growing up, obviously, but I feel like for the most part, most sex education programs are not super fleshed out. Like a lot of them barely even cover the basics effectively. So they for damn sure don't cover the more specific topics and the questions that you actually want answered. And Beducated is awesome because you're getting the sex ed taught directly from sexologists, sex experts, porn stars. And also I feel like sex ed is one of those things where like you're never gonna reach a point where you're like, well, I know everything now and I'm the best at sex ever. Like if you think that, I hate to break this to you, but you are not the best at sex ever. They've got courses on oral sex, kinky sex, clitoral orgasms, G-spot orgasms, pegging, squirting, dirty talk, shibari, like anything and everything you could ever have questions about, they probably have a Beducated course about it. The latest course that I've been listening to is their course on the female orgasm. And something that I really love about it, that I think that you guys are gonna love too based on a lot of the DMs I received. I know a lot of people will message me talking about how they have trouble orgasming and they want tips on how to bring themselves to an orgasm. In their female orgasm course, at the very end, they have guided sessions for solo play and for couples to sort of guide you through the process of achieving an orgasm. Also, I've been watching their course on dirty talk, which is great because I love hearing what other people say during dirty talk. So I can just like steal it, keep it in my brain for whenever I want to throw it out there. You can use code Maddie for 70% off the yearly pass to Beducated, and also you get a 24-hour free trial, so you can test it out for a whole day and cancel before then if you decide that it's not for you. All of the information on how to sign up is going to be linked in the description down below, and thank you again to Beducated for sponsoring this video. So what does it mean to be a hot girl? Now, it is with great certainty that I tell you that there are no real rules to being a hot girl. I know this sounds crazy, a video how to be a hot girl, and I'm telling you there are no rules to being a hot girl, but it's kind of true. You know one when you see one, right? Like I don't really need to explain to you what a hot girl is because we all know what a hot girl is. They're confident, they're self-assured, they're not really focused on what you think of them. They're very like, just that bitch behavior. Is there anything more to say? Sure, we've all seen that super viral tweet by now that read something so true. The first step to being a hot girl is believing that you are one. And this is exactly right. When it comes down to it, it's mostly just about confidence and how you carry yourself. There's no one way to look like a hot girl. Confidence is one of those things that you don't wake up one day and all of a sudden you have it. Something that I've talked about before and something that has been absolutely instrumental in my own self-confidence journey and building it up is cutting out any negative self-talk. Hot girls don't talk down to themselves. It's one thing to like criticize yourself or to look back at past things that you did and be like, I don't like that anymore, not me. And it's another thing to just look yourself in the mirror and be like, I am the worst fucking person to ever hit the planet. Now, is this easier said than done? Abso-fucking-lutely. But here's the thing. No negative self-talk doesn't mean all of a sudden you never have a bad thought ever again. It means that whenever you do have a bad thought about yourself, you break down why you feel that way. You talk to yourself the same way that you would talk to the younger version of yourself or to a best friend of yours. So if I'm having a bad day, if I look at myself in the mirror, I put an outfit on, and this is a day that I'm being particularly critical about what my body looks like. I look in the mirror and I'm finding it difficult to accept the fact that I am a big woman continuing to dress in all of these trends the same way that skinny people do. And these trends are gonna look different on me than they do on them. Now, sometimes it's hard for my brain to not be like, well, fuck, I wish I looked like them. Life would be so much easier if I just looked like them. And whenever I start thinking things like that, I take the same process that I do when I'm speaking to friends who are upset. Number one, validate and accept your emotions. You are justified in feeling that way. You are justified in feeling hurt. It is fucking hard to have a body sometimes, and that is okay. For me, when I sit there and I'm like, God, it would be so much easier if I looked like them and not like me, there are aspects of that carry truth. And there is hurt within me that I have not healed from that makes me think those things when I'm having a bad day. That is okay. I am very gentle with myself. It is so easy to push yourself past the tipping point, to like then continue to stare at yourself in the mirror, or to try on 10 different outfits and pick apart every single one, and then all of a sudden your bedroom floor is fucking covered in clothing and you feel like shit and you just want to stay home and cry. We're not even gonna let it get to that point. Validate your emotions, accept that this is the way that you feel today and that you're having a bad day. From that point of validating and accepting and treating yourself the same way that you would treat a best friend comes the point of action. And this is the part that matters. You cannot keep staring at yourself, keep picking yourself apart, keep letting your brain think awful, nasty things. From there, you have to make a decision to just let it go. What I will usually do from there is just accept that I'm having a bad day. It's not gonna be turned around. I'm not gonna put on a new outfit and feel any differently about myself. I am just having a bad day. This is not long term. This does not mean that my progress in my body image journey has shifted in any way, shape, or form. We're just gonna move forward from here. So usually what that means is I'm going to put on one of my safe outfits. An outfit that doesn't push my boundaries or limits at all. So sometimes that's an outfit fucking like this. I'm gonna feel okay in this outfit. It is safe. Do it. Go do whatever I need to do. Don't even think about your fucking appearance. It doesn't matter. So like I said, the first step to being a hot girl is believing you are one. And a large part of believing you are one is just working on cultivating your confidence. And a large part of cultivating your confidence is making sure that you are not shitting on yourself. Next step to being a hot girl, and this is something that I 100% stand by, we'll fight to the death about. Hot girls are fucking nice, and hot girls make other people feel like hot girls too. The hot girl as the mean girl trope is something that really only works in like early 2000s high school movies. Because like I said, being a hot girl has nothing to do with what you look like. You can be the prettiest person on fucking earth, but if you are mean, if you are just mean to everyone that you meet, nobody thinks you're a fucking hot girl. And you know what? I know for damn sure that those people don't feel like hot girls either, because if you're mean to everyone else all day, there's no way that you go to bed feeling like a good person. I did a good job today. I made everyone around me feel like shit. Like, no. There is an aspect to like the energy of a hot girl that is aspirational. There is nothing about being mean that's aspirational. People meet you and they think, oh God, I never want to fucking be like them. There's no way you can be a hot girl. People meet hot girls and they think to themselves, oh God, she's so nice. She made me feel so good. She's got something about her. People can't put their finger on it. Like, you've just got an energy about you that is confident and welcoming. And the best part about this step is it is so easily achievable. It is so fucking easy to be nice to people. Like, yes, the first step to being a hot girl is believing you are one, but this is like step 1.2, baby. Like, it is so easy to just check this box and be like, I'm fucking nice. I make the people around me feel good. People meet me and they think, yeah, there's something about her. She's just fucking nice. Done. The next step to being a hot girl is being about your shit and minding your own fucking business. Hot girls care about shit, baby. They're passionate. I feel like so much of being perceived as hot or powerful or confident from other people comes from just being about your own shit. What is it that you like to do? What is it that you want to do? This doesn't necessarily have to be something like work related necessarily. This can just be whatever it is that you love doing. I feel like anyone that I've ever met that loves something or does something so much and lets themselves gush about it and like share their passion with the people around them, those people are automatically people that you just want to gravitate towards, because their excitement and their passion about whatever it is just makes you be like, you know what, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but I like that you're talking about it. It just popped into my head. But for example, I follow a lot of like van life people online, and it's not because I'm interested in pursuing van life and like renovating a van and living in it. Like, I would actually die if I did that. I could never do it. I would be so unhappy living in a van. I would be living my worst life. But I love how passionate those van life people are, and I love how their passion manifests into independence, because they are so passionate about it. They've educated themselves on what it's gonna take to live in a van, to be happy living in your van, and they just fucking do it. I love that. And when you're really passionate about something to the point where you can go off and do your own thing and just do that fucking passion, that's hot, baby. Independence via passion. Whether it's something as extravagant as van life, or if it's just like, I don't know, I'm a wine connoisseur and I know everything about wine and I like to go to wine tastings by myself and this is just my passion and I do it and I focus on it. I'm about my shit. My shit is being a wine connoisseur. Letting whatever it is that you're passionate about, that lights you up, that makes you feel good, overflow. Share that with people. Gush about it. It's fucking adorable. You don't need people to come with you. Go take yourself out on a date and do that thing, baby. Be about your shit, mind your own fucking business. I've seen so many videos in my recommended lately about people like taking themselves out on dates and like the importance of taking yourself out on dates, like solo time with yourself. And I couldn't agree more. Like, it is so important to take yourself out on dates, and I think focusing on your passion is such an easy way to do that. Look, listen, the thing is that everyone thinks passion is hot. Everyone thinks that when people care about shit, when people are fired up about something, it's naturally fucking attractive. Hot girls care about shit. Hot girls cultivate their passions, baby. Hot girls don't ask for permission to do the shit that they're interested in, that they love. If you want to do something, go out and fucking do it. What are you waiting for? Hot girls don't wait for nothing, baby. Oh! I feel like I've made a couple notes of this in this video so far, but the next step to being a hot girl is just paying attention to how you carry yourself. What I am really referring to here is three things in particular, which is your posture, your ability to listen and be present, and your power stance. Posture is a big one. I am someone who I never hunch forward, but my hips go forward. I like stick my stomach out and lay back like this. And it is not a power stance. Outwards perception aside, focusing on your posture helps just because it naturally will make you feel more confident. Standing up straight, chin up, titties out, walk that runway, mama. Similar to posture, having a power stance, again, it is similar, but it has less to do with like slouching or not slouching and just making sure that you're open in the way that you stand. Like, let's say you're at a party and you have good posture, you're standing up straight, but you're like this. Like, you might be standing up straight, but this is not a power stance, mama. You look closed off. Power stance is really any pose or way to stand, I guess. You're not really posing at a party. Me by the drink table. It's any pose where you're standing straight up and your body is open. You're not closing yourself off from communication. And lastly, hot girls are good listeners. Paying attention to how you are when people are speaking to you is really important for everyone. Being a good listener is gonna look different for everyone. I think that a lot of time people jump to talk about eye contact, letting people know you're engaged with a conversation that way. That being said, eye contact is not something that is particularly easy for a lot of people. If eye contact is something that you struggle with, that's totally fine. There are so many other ways to let people know that you're listening and engaged in a conversation and care about what they have to say. Asking follow-up questions, being curious, just being enthusiastic to what they're saying, that works exactly the same as eye contact does, in my opinion. I think that just letting people know that you are listening to them and that you are engaged in the conversation, it makes you appear hotter. That's hot girl energy, baby. Like, every single hot girl that I've ever met, I like want to tell all my secrets to. They just have this energy about them that I'm like, oh, I have so much to talk to you about. And apparently, according to my channel history, my camera has hot girl energy all the fuck over because I really be talking about everything on the internet. Sometimes people in my comments will be like, you're gonna regret this in a couple of years. And I'm like, will I? I'm just a random amoeba floating in the universe, okay? I'm not gonna care. And the last step to being a hot girl is letting go of the idea that you are required to satisfy anyone visually. I'm gonna put a ton of people on the screen right now that I think capture hot girl energy, and as you'll see, they totally range in appearance. There's no one way to be a hot girl, and if you recognize some of these faces, which I'm sure you do, you totally know what I mean when I say that they embody the hot girl energy. A big reason why a lot of these people embody the hot girl energy is, of course, for all the other reasons that I stated in this video, but also because these people don't ask for permission to be exactly who they are. Whether that comes to your appearance and the way that you dress, or just the way that you are in general. Hot girls do not need permission to be a hot girl. I've said this before in one of my outfit videos, but so often when people get dressed for outings or even to just like go to school or go to work, we have a tendency to text other people and be like, oh, well, what are you wearing? What should I wear based on what you're wearing? Stop doing that. Part of totally embodying hot girl energy is knowing what you like, knowing what you want for yourself, and just fucking doing it. You don't need permission from other people to dress exactly the way that you want to dress, because you're not looking for affirmation or validation from other people because you get it from yourself. For me, self-expression, whether that be in the way that I dress or the way that I take photos and post them on the internet, it's a way for me to express who I am. I know who I am. I know what I like. You don't have to like it too. And I think that a lot of the reason why people perceive me as being hot is because I act like I am. You know, I dress the way I want to dress. I say that I'm hot. I compliment myself in every fucking video. Like, people just hear you and they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, you are. Fuck. And you know what? Not everyone's gonna like that. Some people are gonna say that you are too confident, that you are too out there, and some other mean things about you probably. But do you remember what step 2 to being a hot girl was? Oh, being nice? So why would you take advice on being a hot girl from someone who's clearly not a hot girl? That's what I'm saying, right? Like, anybody who's gonna be mean to you about expressing yourself the way that you want to, dressing the way that you want to, presenting yourself without asking for permission, like, that's not a reflection of you, that's a reflection of them. People who are insecure hate seeing people who are confident. Someday, when they are feeling better about themselves, they will look back on the things that they said to you and the ways that they made you feel and think, damn, that was so not vibey of me. Point being that hot girls care more about their own opinion of themselves than what anyone else is gonna think about them. So anyways, that's it. That's my take on what it means to be a hot girl, how to be a hot girl. And as you can see, clearly anyone can be one. It's really just step up to the plate. Thank you again to Beducated for sponsoring this video. Again, you can use code Maddie for 70% off the yearly pass to Beducated with a 24-hour free trial. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also turn my notifications on so that you never miss an upload from me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.